guess what I just saw? City of Bones! Ah! Oh my gosh, it was so good, and everything that I hoped for in this movie going into it, all of my expectations were made. I had pretty high ones going into it, and they were all made. Everything was perfect. The movie was amazing and beautiful, and I loved it so much. I went into it, I had my Shadowhunter shirt on, I had all my runes on, as you can see. And it was just beautiful. I loved everything about it. I really wanted to go to midnight premiere, but the one problem was that I didn't have a ride. I cannot wait to get my driver's license. And then I just went to it today, which was the actual day that it came out, and I am pumped. I was so excited. It was so good. Okay, so there are going to be probably a lot of major spoilers in here, so if you did not see the movie, or you did not read the book, or maybe the series possibly, then don't watch this, because I just gonna need to really talk about it and rant about it and rave about it, because it was amazing. It was a freaking fantastic movie. Oh my gosh. So first I want to start out with my critiques, because there really aren't a lot of them. Number one, why wasn't Simon a rat when he went to the Hotel of the March? One of the very small specific things, but it's one that they could have fit into the movie, like if they changed things around the way that they were supposed to. I mean, like, that's the only thing that I was a little bit upset about, because I really wanted Simon to be a rat, because there's the whole thing where he bit Raphael, and that's the reason why he was changing, and I was surprised that they made that segue into, Simon changing so quickly in City of Bones instead of City of Ashes. I mean, I don't really care much. I mean, it's going to happen anyway, but still, it was interesting to see that Clary's the one who realized that Simon's turning into a vampire and not Simon. But anyway, one thing, Simon was not a rat. Second, the ending. It's not that the ending was bad. Overall, like I said, the movie was a fantastic movie, and if you didn't read the book, who cares? It was still so amazing. Everything about it was so great, especially the CGI. Oh my gosh, amazing. The demons, they looked fantastic. The portal looked so cool. But anyway, back to the ending. What I thought about the ending was it was maybe a little too all over the place. It was a little iffy for me. They were straying away more and more from the book as they went on in the movie. And near the end, it was all just a little bits and pieces of stuff that was in the book and stuff that wasn't. And all of these different things happening at once. And it was hard to keep your mind on one event going on after the other. And it was hard to focus, I guess you could say. It was a little confusing. But the full ending, like the very end, like, it was still really good. They had all the major plot points were there. All the major events were there. None of the little specific stuff, that doesn't matter. It was a fantastic movie, and everything was there that needed to be there. Like, all the things that had to be taken out, whatever, they had to be taken. If I could have chosen the things in the books that had to be taken out, yes, things had to be distributed away, because it's a pretty big book. I mean, all of the City of Bones books, all the Mortal Instruments books, they're very big, and you need to cut things out. Every book, you need to cut things out in order to make a movie, because you can't have an 8-hour movie. It's just impossible. So you just downsized it to a 2-hour movie, and they did it fantastically. A brilliant job. I adore this movie so much. The actors were amazing. Can we talk about the actors? They were so good. Everything that I hoped for. Lily Collins probably did a pretty fantastic job as Clary, and she was one of the things that I didn't have high expectations for in her acting wise, but she did a really good job. And I was surprised, but in a good way. I was surprised in a good way. More and more into this movie, I like Jamie Campbell Bower so much more than I did when I first found out that he was going to be Jace Whalen. I adore him so much. He did such a great job as Jace. Is it bad that I like Jamie a little bit more than I like Jace in the books? Book Jace? I've never really been a big fan of Jace in this series, but Jamie, he did a great job, and I love him. He did a fantastic job. The humor in this movie, especially in Jace's side, was really hysterical and witty and fun and creative, and it was just fantastic. And they did word for word in certain points in the movie from the book, and it was fantastic. It was amazing. Also, one more critique. That's it. That's all. One more. That's it. Why on earth would you say that Jace and Clary are not brother and sister in the very first movie? Like, this is me saying this like I haven't read the rest of the books in the series. I've only read the first two. And I have City of Glass with me. By the way, I bought City of Glass, but I didn't read it yet. Even though I haven't read the rest of the books in the series, like, I was spoiled on Tumblr and in YouTube and all of that. I know that Clary and Jace aren't brother and sister, by the way. Big spoiler alert, they're not related. But did you really have to say that in the very first movie? Like, you don't figure that out until later on in the series. Why not do it later on in the movies? I know you want to reassure the audience, no, it's okay, there's no incest going on here. But that's the whole point. It's that you're worried and that you're torn in the series of how you feel about Clary and Jace's relationship because you think that they're brother and sister, even though it's really obvious that they're not. But still, it's like, I don't know. See, I'm even torn about it. I mean, I know you want to make sure, like, we're not getting any mixed signals or the wrong ideas, but still, that's the whole point. That's the thing that excites us, basically. That excites the audience and the readers. It's what gets us going. One of the plot points is Clary and Jace's relationship and how it moves forward and how it develops and where it goes in the series. And you kind of just, like, give it away in the first movie. But that's like one specific plot point, but the movie as a whole was amazing. Everything about it was so cool. Again, can I just get back to the CGI and how these demons look so freaking awesome, especially the Ravner demon. I loved it so much. It was so cool, so amazing, so beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Can I just say, like, specific scenes, they did word for word exactly how it went in certain parts of the movie, especially with the fight between Clary and Alec and how she was pointing out that he's in love with Jace. That was so amazing and beautifully, beautifully done. An amazing job with the actor who plays Alec for doing that. I'm sorry, I forget your name right now, but you did a really, really great job. Another thing I want to talk about, like, on the terms of specific events in the books that was portrayed in the movie. The concept of how any religious place they have hidden shadow hunter weapons everywhere. Like when they went to the church before they went to go to the Hotel to Mort to save Simon, they put that in. See, that's the thing. Those are one of the little things that we love that they put into a movie, because that's what makes us appreciate it, and that's what makes us feel nostalgic and love it even more. It's just amazing. It's just awesome and great, and I loved that they put that part in there, like explaining different types of specific things. I talked about this in my Sea of Monsters review, the little things, but as I said, in this movie specifically, it doesn't matter like if little details are misplaced, because it was a phenomenally created movie overall. Who cares if Clary's hair is supposed to be fiery red and like curly all over the place like Merida basically, but who cares about that? Because who cares about these little specific things when you have an amazing plot and story overall? I just have to say that this movie is now one of my favorite book to movie adaptations, and it was everything and more that I wanted in a book to movie adaptation, and it was really, really great, and I'm going to give it a 5 stars out of 5. Mortal Instruments, City of Bones, you go guys. Fantastic job. I love you. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I hoped that you liked this review. I think you should definitely go see City of Bones if you haven't already. Of course, this is the first day it came out. But anyway, if you're not a super major fan like me and didn't see it the first day it came out, go see it now and do that because it was so good and you were going to love it, reader of the books or not, who cares? It was still a fantastic movie, so I would get right on that and I'm gonna go and I will see you guys later. DFTBA, bye bye! One more word, Magnus freaking Bane. Oh, loved him. He was just amazing. I loved him and his no pants and his Alex lovingness and he's just beautiful human being and I loved Magnus Bane so much. Oh, my love. Yay.